Hold up. Guys, I know I miss Frightening Fridays, but I was busy. I was really busy yesterday on Friday. I was. Oh, you don't believe me? Okay.
Jeffrey Melvin, a 27-year-old man, was murdered by police. He was a father, he was a son, he was a brother, and he was my cousin. Colorado Springs Police Department tased my cousin several times after he screamed. He had asthma and couldn't breathe. Justice for Jeffrey Melvin, justice for my family, and justice for our people. No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace!
See, I was busy protesting. And if you don't, and it was even on the news. You can go on, I forgot what it was called. But yeah, you can go on the news, and it does show. It shows me, it shows my sister, it shows my brother, and we're protesting at City Hall, at Colorado Springs, the downtown. So I was busy. So every time I get really busy, and I mean like really busy, because I know deep down that I could have, knowing me, I could have pushed that out, but it would have been out at like 12 o'clock or 11. So, and plus it's gonna be better because then I can add the edits, because usually it takes me like a whole day to do that, to make a video. So I think this is good. So this is gonna be one of those rare frightening Sundays.
Did this sucker really just say Sunday? It's Saturday! It's Saturday! Oh my.
But we gonna act like it's Frightening Fridays. And you're not gonna do nothing about it. Okay? Great! Anyway, let's get into the first freaking video. Yeah! For real? Can you focus? Yeah. Okay, first video is called My Neighbor Was a Serious Stalker, and it was uploaded by Wancy Entertainment. My neighbor was a serious stalker.
When I was 7 or 8 years old, a man moved to my neighborhood.
Why did the doll? Hold up, pause.
He was around.
Why'd the doll look like that? Alright, just to keep this in my head, it's at where the guy's like this. He's holding down, and then there's a boom, boom. So he's like that. Alright, editing, cool. Editing me, do it. Anyway, why was her doll like that? It looked rotten. Ew.
His 60s and introduced himself to me. His name was Tom.
Excuse me?
He was the only one who spoke English fluently in our neighborhood, but he always tried to speak our native language. He seemed really nice at first. One day after school, my friends and I saw a new cafe in our neighborhood. We were curious and wanted to know how many desserts they had, so we stopped by and looked inside. Then we heard someone say, "Hello, kids."
Ew.
He then said, "Come on in. You can have all the desserts you want for free."
Nah.
Without thinking, we went inside and stayed there
My
for
mic's
2
not
hours.
plugged in. Oh my god, bro. Now oh my god, it's gonna be all messed up. Dang it. My mic wasn't plugged in. Stupid, bruh. God, bro. My mic wasn't even plugged in.
After that, we soon stayed there almost every day after school.
No!
Everyone
poisoned
started
it.
to like Tom. One day, we went to his cafe like we usually did.
Nah.
But for some reason, I felt kind of uncomfortable. Because at some point, I noticed that there were only kids inside his shop.
Why they only kids?
Tom came to me and said, "Hey, I saw you yesterday with a cat. Do you like cats?" I said yes. and he proceeded to talk to me more.
Leave me
He
alone.
told me that he has 8 cats in his house and showed me pictures of his cats.
Nah.
All of a sudden, one of his pictures from inside his wallet fell to the floor. I picked it up and I could see a girl's face with blonde curly hair and green eyes. I thought that she was his granddaughter, but what he told me next was a huge shock.
What?
He said, "Oh, this is my wife. She lives in London right now."
Why you lying?
I was confused.
You said that was
because
your
the girl in the
granddaughter.
picture was just a kid, maybe 14 or 15 years old. I thought that he was lying or something. Then I got up. "Oh, I forgot. My mom is waiting for me."
Yeah.
So
I would've
quickly
left.
left the
I'd be like,
shop
"Nah."
and went back home. Then I just hugged my mom. The next day, when I got to school, there were policemen everywhere. I
Excuse
didn't
me?
understand what was going on. Then one police officer walked over to me and he said, "Kid, you have to come with us."
Why?
They also called my parents, so we went to the police station together. It turned out that Tom's warrant was served. They found lots of data on his computer about the young girls who were raped by him. He even lied about his name. His real name was Hardin. The worst and most horrible thing was when they entered his room. The entire wall was covered with my picture.
Oh, heck no.
When they said this to my parents, I was terrified, so I fainted. The police arrested him, and he was put in jail for several years. Now I'm 18 years old, but I am still afraid. According to my neighbors, he's returning to our neighborhood. I don't want to go out, and I don't even know what to do. If anyone has any advice, please help me and let me know what I should do.
Nah, we ain't playing no ads. Nah. If they ain't my ads, we ain't playing. Bro, that was crazy. He had pictures of that little girl in his house. That man is a creep. He would have died. My dad would have been like, I'm so stupid. Alright, second animation for Frightening Friday. Just because it's a Saturday doesn't mean you don't treat it like a Friday. It's a Frightening Friday to me. It was called The Woman Animated, and it was uploaded by Llama Arts.
This video is sponsored by Skillshare. More details at the end of the video.
Skillshare, cool. The Woman.
It was a late, moonless, snowy night. I heard the chilling cry of a bobcat as I arrived home from my parents' house, where we had just had Thanksgiving dinner in northern Michigan. Exhausted, I had finally made it to my bed when my pregnant girlfriend asked for nacho cheese munchies. Reluctantly, I laced up my boots and went to my car.
If you wasn't pregnant,
Due
I'd
to
be
the
like,
cold,
"Ah,
it took me a while to start the car, which only made me more irritated.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. That's messed up. Alright, I didn't mean it, guys. I didn't mean it. Alright, and start.
But eventually I got it started, and I arrived at the convenience store to retrieve my girlfriend's mandated
She's
snacks.
pregnant.
As I left the store, walking back towards my car, I saw a shadow of movement out of the corner of my eye. What looked like a person stood near the dumpster,
that's a homeless man.
just out of the light. I stepped towards the figure, and she looked at me with a giant,
Oh, heck
sinister
no.
smile. Her face was so weathered, it looked like she had cracks all over
You
her
get kicked in
face.
your face. Hold up.
She was crouched down.
Appear to be chewing. Appear to be chewing, editing me. But, bro, if I ever saw that, hold up. I'll bring you guys into a skit. Hold up. Hey, bro, you good? You good? I like to kill people. Oh, really? Time 1:14.
Appeared to be chewing on something.
Nah.
I looked to see what she was chewing on. To my surprise, it was a severed arm. It looked old, as if it had been rotting for weeks.
Why you eating an arm?
I saw her glance at something in her pocket. I could see the outline of what looked like a pocket knife. As soon as I looked back up, she quickly charged me. I pushed her away and then ran back to the convenience store.
He threw that girl.
I burst through the door and frantically yelled towards the cashier to call the police as I turned to lock it. He asked me, "What's going on?"
No.
I scowled at him and said, "Please, just call the cops." I looked back outside and saw the woman had moved across the street and was still scrutinizing me as she maintained her malevolent grin.
No.
"Look, there's a girl out there who's trying to kill me." Looking over me, he replied, "I don't see anyone out there, sir."
Oh.
Those words shook me, even to this day. When the police reached the gas station, they began looking around for the woman while one of the officers asked me what had happened, and I told him the details of the encounter. One of the officers came back and said he couldn't find anything. I then took them back to where I first noticed her. We spent a few minutes intently searching, but there was no proof she was ever even there. The officer cocked his head and looked at me as if I was deranged and asked me in a judgmental tone, "Are you feeling okay?" I was about to defend myself, and then I started to think. I am tired, and I have had a couple of drinks, so I just told him, "Yes, sir. Sorry for bothering you. I hope you have a nice night." And then I drove home.
She's in
I
your
got
car.
home at around 4 o'clock in the morning.
She's in the car.
My girlfriend greeted me with an angered but concerning tone of voice. She asked me,
Where were you? Are you okay?
so I told her everything that happened. Of course, she didn't believe me. I couldn't get to sleep that night. I sat in my bed questioning my sanity, wondering if it was all even real. Am I crazy? Maybe I'm just tired.
Yeah, you're just tired,
But
bro. Lay down.
no, that can't be it. I saw it. But if I saw it, why was there no proof? Where did the arm go? Where did she go? Before I knew it, it was 7 in the morning, and I had to go to work. I threw on my jacket as I was about to head to the construction site, and I put my hand in my pocket and noticed that there was a hole in it. It wasn't there the other day. I thought, what if she caught my jacket as I ran? Which further proves my suspicion that she was real. I couldn't believe it. My mind completely went wild until my girlfriend kissed me goodbye.
Hey, baby.
I told my friends at work what had happened, and they didn't believe me either.
Yeah,
They made jokes about it the entire day, but I had my bowling tournament that day, so that gave me something to look forward
Bowling
to.
tournament?
I got home and hung my vest
Hey,
and
how you
jacket
doing,
up
Bobby?
and rapidly put on my bowling shoes and got my bowling ball. My girlfriend looked at me with a pleasant smile and said,
When will you be back?
"Probably around 11.
Don't be long.
I won't, don't worry."
Bro,
At around 10:30, the
That
tournament had
handle,
finally
like-
finished, and we had won. I was so thrilled I had forgotten about the woman. As we were leaving, I noticed something at the other end of the parking lot. It was that psychotic woman.
oh my god!
We stared at each other for what felt like an eternity. She slowly started
Dropkick
moving
her!
towards me while waving her knife in the air and making cuts. I quickly jumped into my car and turned it on.
Run her
As I
over!
looked up, I saw she was standing in front of me, staring at me. She slowly walked over to my window, and she said in a quiet, deep, and scratchy voice,
Little pig,
Let me in!
I was frozen
Not by
with
the
fear,
hair of my chin.
but I snapped back to reality when she banged on the roof of my car, screaming. I quickly slammed my foot on the accelerator and didn't let off it until I couldn't see her anymore. When I arrived home, I told my girlfriend what had happened. Like last time, she didn't believe me.
Oh.
I really thought I was insane, but I tried to forget about it and get some sleep. Later that night, I woke up and saw her in my room. All she said was, "Let me in," over and over as she got closer. She then started shouting,
Let me in, let me in, let me in! Let me in! Come on, Paul. Stop being difficult.
"Let me in!" I was wondering how in the world my girlfriend hadn't heard this going on. The woman was right next to me and held up a knife to me. That's when I fainted. I woke startled in my room, dripping with sweat. Then I remembered I don't have a girlfriend, nor a house, or a family.
Come on, Paul. Time for your morning meds. Let me in.
Oh my god, biggest plot twist ever! He was literally a psychopath! And that crazy... Bro, the crazy girl was the doctor! That was the biggest plot twist ever! Oh! Oh, that might be one of my favorite stories. And that was scary. That scared me. That's gonna give me nightmares. That scared me. Oh my god! Alright, the last video for Frightening Friday was uploaded by the weird mastermind, Meat Canyon. And it's called Just Behind the Golden Arches. Just looking at it, Ronald McDonald looking kind of creepy. Alright.
You look cute when you eat those fries.
Ugh.
Now go ahead. Get a taste of that Big Mac. It's really
No.
good.
Leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
Come on in. The water's just fine.
Alright.
Oh, come on. I won't
Water?
bite. At least not that hard.
Bro, wait, hold up. Hold up, pause. First of all, why is there water in the pool? In the ball pit? And why would you bite me? You bite me. We are throwing hands. Okay, unpause.
You still haven't tried your Big Mac.
I'm taking it to
Something
go.
wrong?
I'm taking it to go.
I'd hate to see you go home hungry.
I'm taking it to go. Dang.
Our bathrooms are very clean.
No, they're not. Nah.
You look-
Pause. No, they're not. McDonald's bathrooms are not clean. I don't even think the janitor goes in there.
Like you have to take a tinkle.
I
Go
don't.
on. Take a couple trips.
Ugh.
I got a 93 Toyota
Why his
Paseo
face like
in the
that?
parking
Nah.
lot. Let's
I
get
don't
out of
care.
here.
No, I'm leaving. I have my own car. Why did I
used to
go in
like
the car
Logic.
with him?
You know, the rapper?
Yeah.
But the needle
He
dropper
was
views
fat.
him so poorly. I just don't really care for his music now.
Facts.
Well, this is my pad. It ain't much, but I
This home
certainly
is so
call it home.
nice. Bro, this is an abandoned
You
home.
look pretty thirsty. Here, have some water.
You're not even putting
Here
it
you
next
go,
to the
sweetie.
sink. That's not water. I would have known that was not water, bro. It wasn't even near the sink. It was like, he was like right here, and the sink was like right here.
I just don't know why you didn't try the Big Mac.
I was taking it to
Was
go.
it me?
Yes.
Don't you want
Right
to know
now.
how succulent it can taste? How beautiful life can really be?
No.
Don't be afraid. When you come to your senses, I'll bring you back up.
Okay, I'm to my senses. I want a Big Mac.
Easy with him now. We really need him to try this Big Mac.
Ooh. Meat Canyon. Guys, I kind of want to watch another one of his. I kind of want to watch another one. So this is the third one. This is not the last one. Okay? Okay. Let's just watch another one of Meat Canyons and then boom, it's over for animations. Alright, so now the last video for today is also uploaded by Meat Canyon and it's called Sleep Tight. I'm trying to sleep right now. I don't care if it's morning. I'm taking a nap. Alright. And 3, 2, 1, start.
Mommy, where do we go when we sleep?
Well, you stay right here,
Right?
sweetie.
No, I mean, when we close our eyes and have dreams.
I'm not
I feel
sure
that
where
mom
we
tripping.
go, Jeremiah.
I feel like that mom gonna start tripping.
There will be a night when there are no more dreams. When you gasp.
No!
Okay,
Yeah.
Mommy, I think
Yeah.
that's enough.
Oh, but the air won't come, Jeremiah. You choke and grab hold of anything near you tightly, so tight, because you know this is the point.
Okay, I'm ready for night.
That's what
now.
I'm saying.
This is the point where the roller coaster goes over that hill, and you're afraid, aren't you?
Yeah.
Very.
Well,
Very afraid.
pray that this night is not your night, son.
Oh, nah. Wait, what is that thing in the back?
Don't ever forget,
Is her eyes black?
that hill is just on the horizon. And one day you will have to walk that mighty hill.
Mommy, are we going to Bryce's
Yeah.
birthday party tomorrow, Mama? Sweet
Yeah.
Mommy.
Of course, sweetheart. Sleep tight, my little angel.
Oh, what is that? Alright, that was a short one. What was that? Bruh. He said, but you're afraid, aren't you? He said, very. Alright,
That's gonna do it for today's video. Make sure to flash that like button. If you're new to my channel, subscribe if you want to be notified every time a Saiyan makes a video. Hit that notification bell. Frightening Friday will be back next Friday, and we will be back to the plot and story on what was going on, because it's crazy. So, yep. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace!